that the most precious thing right now is land, because it's not being created anymore. There's not going to be more land. So whatever we have now, that is all we will have. So whoever will get more land, they will be the richest in the future. Hello, welcome to today's video. My name is Lona. I am from Kenya, and I'm actually an activist who is here to tell Africans, Africa, we need to unite. We are one. We have one skin tone. We have one ancestors. We are the original people. Of course, we all know that the first person in the whole world was a black person, because God says that he took soil from the ground and he molded it to be human beings. Who is closer to the earth, us or the white people? So of course we're the first people. Anyway, that is a video for another day. Would you believe me if I told you the future is African? Would you believe me when I told you that by next year Africa will be ruling the world, specifically Kenya? I know you wouldn't believe, but anyway, a lot is happening in Africa, and I want us to continue with the previous video that we had on South Africa. We explained about the land bill, why it is being opposed, who is opposing it. Of course, it's the privileged white people, And I want us to go further because a lot has happened over the weekend since we last talked about it. Now, it is out in the open that truly South Africans are not here to play. So anyway, let me catch you up on where we were. I explained to you on why it is here, who is opposing it, why it needs to be implemented, because it says, for those who don't know what's happening, South Africans, 7.3% are the white people in South Africa, and they own 72% of the private land. Now, a bill was brought to parliament that has been approved and now is law, that the South African government can take land from white people without compensation, depending on need basis and how it is being utilized and infrastructure development, right? Now, we all know South Africans originally, who are the indigenous people of South Africa, they're the black South Africans, okay, the Africans. But the white came, they occupied their land, they displaced the whites, the blacks, and now the blacks want their land back. Julius Malema, he is the president. They are calling him commander-in-chief, president of the EFF. EFF is the freedom economic freedom fighters, something like that. I'm going to attach here but it's a party in South Africa. I'm pretty sure if you're African, you know that party. That party is that party that wears red during the parliamentary sittings. Well, when I'm younger president, oh, Mr. President, I will not keep quiet. You are constitutional. That party can discuss and discuss. It's so entertaining to watch them in the South African parliament. So anyway, that party that is the economic, they do economic, to them, an economic movement to liberate South Africa is way better than any political movement, because I would say even Kenya, when it comes to political, we have all the rights that we can have politically, but when it comes to economically, somehow Africans are very suppressed. All this suppression comes from the white people or the West people. So anyway, Julius Malema, who is the president of EFF, I'm going to attach his videos. Let me attach one of his videos here.
Shoot to kill. Yamaza. Kill the poor. The farmer. Kill the poor. The farmer.
In that video, you can actually hear him saying, shoot to kill the Boers. Now, Boers are the white farmers, because I told you in the previous video that white farmers, they were privileged. Walipewa privilege with that government that they can own 72% of the private land. So, of course, they are the farmers. They own the biggest farms there, the most beautiful farms there, the most, fertile land there. So when he was holding a rally, and you can actually see it was a lot of people attended that rally. In one of the videos that Julius Malema has been, he has been doing tours around the media, explaining to the people why this is. And there was a video he had.
You steal my car, I come and take it. I find it, I take it. In Terra's mind, that is theft. I mean, that is insane. We're not stealing anything. We're taking what is rightfully ours. Why should I compensate a criminal? You steal my car, you want money from me to buy it. You're committing more crime by wanting me to buy from you.
Why should the government take land that is white people's land without compensation by force? And Julius Malema gave him a very good analogy of what is happening. So he said this: I have a car. My car has been stolen. I have looked for my car and I found it that it is with person X. This person X, I go to where he is and I found him with my car. It is mine. He had stolen it. I found it with him. I take it back, and as a matter of fact, I'm not going to leave him stranded, I'm not going to leave him stranded. I'm actually going to give him a lift to where he needs to go. That is the same thing. These white settlers who colonized Africa, they came to Africa, took our lands. Now, the South Africans, they're demanding their lands back, because it was taken from them forcefully. Like I explained in the previous video, it was taken from them forcefully. So now they're demanding for their own land back. But now this person who had stolen their land wants to be compensated. They want to be compensated because you have taken their land. Which land, my friend? Which land? Then now, white people are all up guns blazing. So now this is where it gets interesting. Like I told you in the previous video, Elon Musk originally he's from South Africa. So now Elon Musk, of course, he has benefited from apartheid, apartheid, that's what it's called. He has benefited from that. Since he became part of the USA government, he feels he can run the whole world. No, and the South Africans were like, no. The president, Ramaphosa, told Trump, you are not going to dictate to us how we are going to run our country. You are elected in South Africa. In USA, you are not elected in South Africa. So you're not going to come to South Africa and tell us how to run our country. Elon Musk has gone ahead and declared that Julius Malema is an international criminal. Julius Malema does not care what any white person, any US person says. He came under that post where Elon Musk had called him an international criminal. Elon Musk, you're the online. Yeah. So anyway, Julius Malema came down there and replied and said, you are such a fool. Black people right now, they don't fear anyone. I think we already know, we have been educated on slavery, colonialism, how it works. And now that people are actually realizing you actually have no say in our country, now the US are so mad. So they have been going back and forth with Elon Musk. Elon Musk has been reposting some posts that only defend the white people. Have been going back and forth. And Julius Malema has said they will not rest until all land that belongs to Black South Africans is brought back to who it originally belongs to, which I think it's a great thing. It is our resource. Land is a resource. So it is our resource and we ought to be given our resources. No one should come to Africa and take our resource. And then when we demand it back now, they need to be compensated. Who compensated us when they first took that land? So anyway, that's what has been going on. And now South Africans, they are now starting a petition to make sure that Starlink will not operate in South Africa. So after Elon Musk called Julius Malema an international criminal, the EFF party brought out, they wrote a statement on their X account, and they told Trump and Elon Musk and anyone who is feeling discriminated, that they can go to hell. It was actually written in that statement that you can go to hell. You know, when the war between Israel and Palestine ended, it was a happy moment, you know, because now kids who have lost their parents, kids who have been, that was a real, like kids were being killed, bombed day and night. There was no safe haven there. So now the USA, Donald Trump has said that he's going to take Gaza, rebuild it, and it's going to be owned by the USA. What happens to the people who are actually living there? They're going to be displaced and taken to somewhere else. Who knows where? They're going to be refugees in another country, you know? But now the USA is going to own Gaza. At the same time, Donald Trump, the USA, wants Greenland. Greenland was covered by ice. For those who don't know, Iceland is covered with, it's green. Greenland was covered by ice, majority part of it. It has always been there speculation that Greenland is bigger than it actually is in the map, but majority of the land was covered by ice. But due to environmental changes, the ice has been melting, and as the ice melts, they actually discover there's more land to Greenland. Now the USA has discovered that there are rare minerals there in Greenland. So now they want Greenland because it has very rare minerals. And you know, the future is AI and technology. And you know, for you to build these robots, for you to build these computers, for you to build this, you know, for the technology to advance, you need minerals, you know. So now the USA has discovered that Greenland has minerals and they want it. On this hand, they want to take land. On this other hand, they had taken land in South Africa, and the black South Africans have said, no, enough is enough. We actually want our land back. We want to have equal rights with whites. They can't actually be 7.3% in the whole population. They have the majority of the land. So on this side, they're taking land. On this other side, Elon Musk is just seeing how white people are being treated unfairly. You know, I was watching a video the other day on the living crisis that is happening in New York. You know, they have utilized the whole land in New York. So now they actually don't have land to construct new homes. The more by 2024, construction of new homes was at 9%, down from 100 and something percent, you know. So there's no land. And like I've told you before, that the most precious thing right now is land, because it's not being created anymore. There's not going to be more land. So whatever we have now, that is all we will have. So whoever will get more land, they will be the richest in the future. But anyway, that is not going to happen under our God. I'm going to come with another video to explain to you on why that won't happen under anyone's watch. You know, what is happening in South Africa, what is happening in Kenya, what is happening in DRC Congo. It is just the beginning. The liberation is here, and we must take it. We must not let it go to waste. We must not let the liberation pass us by. We must liberate ourselves. The Europeans came, they colonized us, they took our land, they took our ancestors, they took slaves, you know, they took our culture, because they actually made sure that they are going to scrap away our culture. So we must take it back, and we are starting with land. Look at South Africa. So South Africans, now the EFF is on the forefront, fighting for what belongs to South Africans, the black South African, the indigenous South African. So anyway, I want to come here and say that I stand with Julius Malema. I actually believe in whatever he's saying. I actually believe that land that is meant for Africans should go back to Africans. It is ours, and it is our right, and we should have it, and we should take it. So I'm actually here to say I stand with Julius Malema, and I hope I'm saying his name well. You know, I hope I am. So yeah, Viva South Africa, and I wish you all the best, and I hope you actually win this battle.